Good morning, Bears. Oh, yeah, let's do this. Thursday, Friday, epic. We're trying to make this lean and clean. Did a lot of work already this week, so we got to give you time today in class and Zoom on Thursday. We're going to give you some time to work on yesterday's project because most of you we didn't have time to work on it. So that is collaboration. We will refer to the lesson below on that, but quickly, what you wanted to do there was corroborate two sources to get evidence. And so we received our information from a video and from your own slideshow. You wanted to find information that you found both in the video and in the slideshow. That's called corroboration. Evidence that said the same thing. So let's take a look at Brandon, who did get it done. The corroboration of evidence. In the video, it says that Moses betrayed God. But Moses is the one who wrote the Ten Commandments. God told him to make them, so Moses obeyed him. God told Moses what to do to free the Israelites because he trusted him. So I say that Moses never disobeyed God because he always knew that God would always tell him to do the right thing. Interesting. So actually, Brandon, this is more of a contradiction. You're saying the video says something and you want to disagree with it, which is great thinking. Good job. What we were focusing on today, though, is trying to find, is there something, did you see anything in your slideshow? So your slideshow says he trusted God, and you're right, he did. But he also at one point betrayed God because he didn't trust God. So a lot of people do that. Some parts of their life they trust God, some they follow. So in this case, we were wanting to find corroboration, but I will count this. But instead of calling this corroboration, we will say, let's call this the contradiction of evidence. And I will let you keep this, but we want to make sure we understand that contradiction means two different evidences say different things. Corroboration, two evidence say the same thing. So we'll do this in class on Zoom on Thursday, but let's get started with our Thursday, Friday epic. First thing I want you to do is create a slideshow. We're going to do our G.R.A.P.E.S acronym today in a graphic organizer. So G.R.A.P.E.S acronym, graphic organizer. This will teach you tech skills, presentation skills, and remind us of our G.R.A.P.E.S. And so let's call this a G.R.A.P.E.S graphic organizer. Perfect. So you're going to create this slide with me. We're going to do this together in class and get this started. And then we will watch today and tomorrow some really high-level historic, a little bit fiction, but a lot of history in there based on the biblical text from Joseph and Moses stories created by Disney. And they're proven to be pretty accurate to the biblical text, so it's a fun way to learn about their cultures. First thing we want to do, though, is we need to create our G.R.A.P.E.S. So G.R.A.P.E.S can look like different shapes. You can get creative if you want, but the shapes do need to be big enough to put some words in there. So I'm going to go basic because this is a video, but if you find a different type of shape and a call out or an equation, I don't see anything there that would work. Arrows, that kind of looks like a grape, that one thing, but not really. Probably your best bet is shapes, but you can get creative, and we're going to make some grapes. So there's one, kind of like a grape. Now, obviously, if you want to shade it, grapes are usually some form of purple or green. So now you have that. Now watch this. Once you have one, you can copy, paste. Bam! Now you have another one, so you don't have to go make that every time. And you can start making your little grape graphic organizer. How many grapes do we need? 6. So let's just do one together. What are our G.R.A.P.E.S stand for? G is for geography, R is for religion, A is for agriculture or accomplishments, weapons, type of things they've created, any kind of technology. And when I say technology, not electronics, obviously, but when you invent a new type of tool, that's technology. P is for politics. Did they have kings? Did they have prophets? Did they have lords? Did they have pharaohs? E is for economics. Do they talk about money? Do they trade one thing for another? Can you find something about economics? And society is how do they dress? How do they worship their God? So you can have some religion. Society can tie into all of these because there's a style of money. There might be a societal type of politics, a societal type, like the way the kings dressed. There might be a societal type of religion. How did they go to church? Was it in a building? Was it outside? Did they wear robes? It might be a societal type of dance. Dancing is society. So this is society. So in each one of these grapes, you're going to want to put the word that you're doing. And the cool thing about these grapes is I believe you can just write in them. Yes, you can. So geography. So you have your geography here. And once you have your words in here, you can decide where you want them to go. And I believe it's up here if you do this. Let's see here. Yep, see there, it goes to that side, that goes to this side. There's some format options, size and rotation. I don't know if you want to deal with that or not, but see all this text fitting. There's all kinds of stuff there. Once you get going, you can always undo. You make a mistake, you just undo it. So I want you guys to get good at playing with this. Now, you could just make the geography in the center and then write the word below it. That would work. So what's something we learned about geography from our slideshow? Did you see deserts? Is there a lot of water? So you might just say, lived around Mediterranean Sea. So that's a geography, right? Now that's a word. Now what's Mediterranean Sea? It's a sea. Sea is geography. Deserts, mountains. Did they plant things? What does it mean when they have, what do you need to have when you have sheep? What kind of elements of the geography did they live around? Now, they lived in multiple geographies, so you can have a lot of different options here. So now, once you do this, you might want to change your geography to a different word. I can't see it highlighting, but you can bold that. You can change the color of it. And so remember, we're doing some design. We want this to be creative. You're going to have 6 of these grapes, maybe different colors, maybe different sizes, maybe have a stem like grapes have stems. But it's a graphic organizer to tell us what we've learned about in the 2 videos we're going to watch. So right now, let's take a break. I want everybody to build this slide. Now at this point is a good time to tell you, Monday and Tuesday, guess what? It's already time to start going and checking on people that aren't doing the work. So expect an email or a class dojo message to your parents if you're not opening slideshows, or if you're not coming to Zoom, or if you're not getting work done. You need to be in Zoom every day to get at least a C and do some work. If you want a B, you need to do most of the work. If you want an A, you're doing all the work. Now, you will get a D if you're not doing any work on the slideshow or if you're not in Zoom. So I just want to remind you that if you have not opened this yet, this slideshow, let's get going. So let's do a quick overview before we go to work. Look at that. We have a Judaism timeline. You can learn so much from these slideshows. There's geography. This is actually accomplishments, because they were writing books and they had writing, so that's an accomplishment. Abraham, you could even look here and get some from this image. You can see they had stones. They did some kind of sacrifice thing. That's pretty weird, right? That he would burn his own kid. We have something about religion here. There's more geography you can learn about. You could probably learn something about culture by looking at this picture. You can learn things about this picture and Joseph. And of course, we're going to watch the video. And then Moses parted the Red Sea. There's a fun video. So we're going to watch different clips from different videos. But before we do any of that, let's get this started now. So go make this 6 grapes, and then we'll start looking for information to put into them. So let's watch a few minutes and see if we can get a couple of our grapes from a fun movie. Remember, this we will work on tomorrow, Friday, in class. This is not due till the end of the day tomorrow. Right now, what I want you to do is get the grapes built. Do 1 or 2 if you can, but make sure the rest of your slideshow is caught up today. And then tomorrow, we will work on these grapes and we will watch the Zoom video. Now, if you do not make it to Zoom, it's on Netflix. If anybody has Netflix, you can watch these movies on Netflix. It's called Joseph, King of Dreams. And then the other one is Moses, which I can't remember the name of that one, but we'll find it in a second. But let's start here and see if we can find something for our grapes.
It's taking so long. Look at yourself, Father. You would think this was your first child.
Tell me, were you this nervous when I was born?
Well, yes and no. It was different with your mother. But with Rachel, we gave up hope. We were told she could never have children.
Father! It's a boy! Father, it's a boy!
My boy.
Can you believe it? Rachel had a baby.
I guess it is a miracle.
O God, who is the Father of us all, you have blessed me with a gift beyond all measure. Within a barren wife, amid the twilight skies of my life, you've placed a treasure, a brightly shining star where there was none. You have granted us a son.
Dreams do come true. Look at you.
Joseph.
Our baby brother,
He is special.
he is one of us, we'll keep him from
Okay, so you can learn a lot right from there already. And if you wanted to do your corroboration slide today, if you haven't done that yet, you could corroborate something right there. Because one of the things we learned about monotheism is that certain types of monotheism, does the God interact with humans or not? Well, based on what Abraham said, God gave the son. God kind of did a miracle there because she was too old to have babies. And so you heard him say something about God and interacting with humans. So that's something that corroborates with one of our slides. Also, you could see some geography there. When people are running around without shirts on, what does that mean? What's the climate there? And that's part of geography. What's the climate? Is it warm? Is it cold when they don't wear shirts? Also, the clothes that Moses was wearing, which is kind of interesting. The guys are running around without shirts, and then that guy's got tons of robes on. So it seems like he would be pretty hot. But maybe the elderly were supposed to have to dress more conservative, and young people can run around with less clothes on because it's hot. Those are all inferences we can learn from the culture from this video. And remember, these videos, lots of research went into them. They're fairly accurate. All right. We will watch more. See if you can get a couple of these G.R.A.P.E acronyms done. Geography, religion, accomplishments, politics, economics, money, and society. Now, we did not see all of them. Maybe you haven't seen them all. So Friday, we'll dive into those videos a little bit more. I'll go ahead and play a good probably 10 minutes from each video, the Moses one tomorrow, in our video lesson. If you do not have Netflix, that will be enough for you to do this. If you have Netflix, you can watch the whole movie, Moses and Joseph. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Let's get busy. Another busy day, busy week, but I think we can get it done. Catch up on your slideshows. I do not want to have to send emails saying people are not doing the work. Don't want people to have D's after 2 weeks. It's really only 1 week in history. All right, let's do this.